Welcome to the sixth day of the Last Great Conflict series, Worship Time, presented by 144,000 teachers, a school preparing intelligent, educated survivors. As we entering now the sixth day with key number 5.
Key number 5, which day is the 7-day Sabbath? Key number 5 was researched and produced by 144,000teachers.org. For seminars, conferences, enrollment, please contact 144,000teachers at gmail.com. For further studies, visit our website at 144,000teachers.org. Which day is the 7-day Sabbath? The beginning of the biblical month establishes the 7-day Sabbath. Fact number 1. One other feature pertaining to the Hebrew reckoning in the 1st century concerns the day itself upon which the new year was started. The Jews, Arabs, Chaldeans, and Damascenes all had the same custom in reference to the beginning of their month. Which day is the 7-day Sabbath? The new moon or new month establishes the 7-day Sabbath. They started the month with the first appearance of the new moon after conjunction. The presence of the moon in the western sky at sunset was called the phases and marked the following day as the first day of the new month. Grace Hamadan Collection, Crucifixion Date, Part 5, page 9. Which day is the 7-day Sabbath?
We will continue this wonderful study in the coming session. Part 6, Synchronism, Chronology, Value. We have looked thus far at this beautiful study on synchronism and chronology, and we want to present more.
This article is used without prejudice to demonstrate the validity of chronology and the impact it has in the lack of understanding of his word if neglected. This writer is persuaded that the purpose of the Creator in preserving so many synchronism in his written word and so many chronological dates corresponding in history was and is specifically for these last days of Earth history in order to declare his true and unique luni-solar barley harvest law calendation as restored by the Millerites in 1844. Though lost through time and events for more than 1,260 years till 1798 and 175 years now in 2019 since 1844, it is high time for these synchronisms to be studied using the premises of 1844 calendar reckoning of October 22nd, 1844.
As we look now at the wonderful prophecy in the book of Daniel specifically, we are now at Daniel chapter 10 and chapter 11, the kings of the north and south. The world is stirred with the spirit of war. The prophecy of the 11th chapter of Daniel has nearly reached its complete fulfillment. Soon, the scenes of trouble spoken of in the prophecies will take place. The present is a time of overwhelming interest to all living. Ruler and statesmen, men who occupy positions of trust and authority, thinking men and women of all classes, have their attention fixed upon the events taking place about us. They are watching the relations that exist among the nations. They observe the intensity that is taking possession of every earthly element, and they recognize that something great and decisive is about to take place, that the world is on the verge of a stupendous crisis. The calamities by land and sea, the unsettled state of society, the alarms of war are portentous. They forecast approaching events of the greatest magnitude. The agencies of evil are combining their forces and consolidating. They are strengthening for the last great crisis. Great changes are soon to take place in our world, and the final movement will be rapid ones. And this is what we will be looking at, the king of the north and the king of the south. With the 8th decree, thy kingdom come, much is to be revealed. The 8th decree, thy kingdom come, Daniel chapter 7, verse 14. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. On the other hand, when we look at the New World Order, modern Tower of Babel, Satan's government, totalitarian, no law, no order, is being established under our very eyes. That New World Order, modern Tower of Babel, is actually a real tower in Saudi Arabia, and it's built as a high rise, 3,280 feet into the sky. And this particular picture and link is from 2018. Are we facing a second papal supremacy as a primary application this time from now to the second coming of Jesus Christ? Is it going to involve Marxism, socialism, communism, totalitarian government, Catholicism, apostate Protestantism, spiritualism, the Caliphate, Islam, the Muslims, the Sharia law? Time will tell. We want to invite you again to visit our website at biblicalcalendarmovement.org. And this is the true biblical calendar restoration, the unimpeachable calendar. Help us to present it to as many people as we can reach at this time. We invite you once more to visit our library at 144000teachers.org, where we have prepared for you the biblical calendar from 2020 to 2030. Of course, 2020, we realize is past, but it was basically to go in line with the biblical calendar website. And in this particular study of those calendars, you will notice two formats, and you will notice as well that it's in the PDF format that you can make copy for yourself. We recommend that you copy as many as you can at this time, as we believe that this is the time to get prepared. Evidences about the true biblical calendar hidden away for centuries leave no doubt as to the validity of this admonition written for us today. And at this time, we will simply show you what we will be presenting in the next few days of studies. And this has to do with October 22nd, 1844, restored, Daniel 8, verse 14. Those who cling to old custom and hoary errors have lost sight of the fact that light is ever increasing upon the path of all who follow Christ. Truth is constantly unfolding to the people of God. We must be continually advancing if we are following our leader. It is when we walk in the light that shines upon us, obeying the truth as it is presented to us. This is when we will be receiving greater light. We cannot be excusable if we accept only the light which our fathers had 100 years ago. And as we continue to study specifically this wonderful study here of 1844, we will show you more treasures as we go along this. And this again is in the light of what we have presented so far. Why are we going to this extent? It is for this very reason. All this evidence need to be re-examined in the light of the Great Day of Atonement computation of October 22nd, 1844. For it is so bold, so utterly non-conventional, so potentially upsetting, radically altering the central aspects of the biblical, astronomical, chronological, historical, cultural, economic, and political understanding of most people. It should not be ignored. We intend, through this calendar restoration, to begin a most interesting debate and critical discussion of all relevant issues, for the last great conflict may have just begun. Please join us with day number 7, where we will show you more light. Enjoy this study of day 6. May the Lord bless you and cause his face to shine upon you and give you peace always.